Hello, this is Brian. Today I'm going to be doing a little ASMR haul. These are just a small selection of gifts that I bought that I'm going to be giving to my family for Christmas, and I wanted to share them with you. All of them are gifts that I got at different places around the city. I'm flying home in a couple days, and I wanted to bring a little piece of New York with me to share during the Christmas season. So I'll also be making some tapping and scratching and crinkle sounds, kind of depending on what the gift is, and hopefully you'll enjoy some of the sounds that I make. And I mean, it's not quite time for Christmas yet, but maybe not premature for me to say Merry Christmas to everyone. Regardless of your religion or beliefs. Like I said before, I love Christmas, but for me it's always been a very secular holiday, just a time to spend time with my family, and it doesn't hold a lot of religious meaning for me, but I still believe that the sensibility of Christmas, or just the nice feelings, are something that are very special to me. And so I hope that all of you can have some lovely, cozy time with your family or friends, or the people around you who love you. So without further ado, let's get to the first of my little gifts. Okay, so the first item I have for you is in this paper bag. And it comes from the Sullivan Street tea shop, which is in Soho, which is just a little small shop that the walls are just lined with teas of every different variety. And I was just walking by one day and walked in there to get a cup of tea, and I was really impressed with it and with their selection. So my sister is like a diehard tea fanatic. She has like a teapot and like the whole 9 yards. She's always brewing loose leaf tea, and she's like really into it. So I thought this would be a perfect gift for her. So there are 3 little tea bags in here, or tea bottles. So there are these little plastic, or glass, not plastic, but glass bottles here, you can see. I don't know if you can see those. And they're just very cute little things. They have a cork on the top here. And a little paper label. So these jars were actually empty when I got them, and I could pick any tea I wanted. So this first one is called the Sunset Blend, and it is a black tea, which just means it's a tea leaf that has been oxidized. And it's a really nice little bottle, and it smells great too. It's very, very fresh. The bottle keeps it very airtight, which keeps the tea fresh. And it's just a nice black tea. The next one is a green tea, but It's a blend, and it's called Green Ginger Mist. So it's a green tea that has some ginger in it. And I love ginger, and ginger in tea is amazing. So this is actually the tea that I had a cup of when I walked in, and I loved it so much that that's what made me decide to buy the rest of these for my sister. So I'll give this one a whiff too. Oh man, it smells so sweet, so naturally sweet. It's very strong ginger, but it's not, it is spicy, but it's not a very spicy ginger. It was more of a sweet ginger, at least to me, seemed like. Okay, so the third variety, get it? Sorry, that was a really bad pun. The third type of tea that I got was this one. It's a vanilla rooibos tea. Now, rooibos is not technically a tea, but it's an herbal tea. And rooibos is from South Africa. And this is a vanilla rooibos, so it's a blend. And it is amazing. I mean, I've never had the tea, but just smelling it is amazing. I fell in love. Oh my god, it's insane. It's so sweet. It almost smells like burnt sugar, like a caramelized sugar. Oh, it's really, really nice. I think this is my favorite that I've got. I'm really excited to try it. You know, the best gifts are ones that you buy people that you get to enjoy yourself. No, that's not true. But in this case, it will be an added perk. So, here we are. The 3 types of tea that I bought my sister. There's some static, isn't there? Let's try this. It's, hello. So next, I left the tea shop and I walked uptown towards Union Square. And at Union Square, they have this beautiful Christmas market that they do every year in the end of November through December. And they just put up these really beautiful lights and have booths, and it's a little bit kitschy, of course, but I really enjoyed the just walking around and seeing all the people out, and I did find a few things there that I got. Everything I have is in a paper bag. And this one is no exception. Now, this I saw at the Union Square Christmas market, and I knew that my mom would just love this. You can see a picture on the front, and on the back and the sides. go ahead and open it up and show you. Now, what these are, this company makes combined olive oil and vinegar containers that are serving containers. Two layers of paper. The outside is like a thin tissue paper, and this is a thicker, more like a newsprint. And here it is. So, if you can see, it's made of glass. It makes a really beautiful sound. It's interesting, even though this is glass with a cork, just like the tea, it sounds totally different because there's nothing in it. Of course, I'm getting all my fingerprints all over it in this video, so I may need to clean it before I give it as a gift. But it's a really beautiful, so I don't know if you can see, there's two corks. The one up here, there's the vinegar it goes into, and then the outside is for the olive oil, and there's a little thing right here to pour. So you can see some pictures on the box here of what they look like when it has both of them in there. Now they had all sorts of patterns. They had ones that were spirals and different shapes, but I wanted to get the most simple one. It's just a bottle inside a bottle, and it's very simple and clean, which is exactly what my mother likes. I maybe mentioned before that she's Danish, so she loves all of the very minimal Danish, Scandinavian design, and I do too. I get that from her. So I wanted to get just something very simple and elegant and nice, and I know that she'll love it. You know, sometimes you see something and you think that would be perfect for that person, and that's exactly what happened when I saw these. Okay, let's move this to the side for now. Okay. Now, the next thing that I got is actually also for my sister. And this one is not in a paper bag. It's very different. You see it says New York City on it. is. I don't want to take it out of the tube because I did once and it was very difficult to get back in and make it look nice. But what it is it's a line diagram. It's screen printed. The company that makes these is in Greenpoint, which is just a couple subway stops away from where I live in Brooklyn. And they do these screen printed line diagrams of cities. And so this one is actually a subway map of New York City. They have them for London. They have them for, I think, Amsterdam. There are some U.S. cities, Chicago, I think San Francisco. I don't remember. I'm sure you can look on their website. The company is called Line Posters. I'll look here. So the company is called Line Posters, and the website is lineposters.com. But they're kind of fun. It's called Mass Transit Made Art. And I like these colors, the blue and gold, and it's actually a shiny gold because it's screen printed, so it's not the kind of brown color you would get from like a laser printer. It's actually gold ink that's printed onto it, which I think is very cool and gives it kind of that homemade touch. I have no idea what that was. There must be something in there. Yeah, so there's that. Also for my sister. She used to live in New York for only about 6 months, and she really didn't like it. The city was not for her. But I think she has some fond memories there, and actually she saw this while she was here when she knew she was leaving, and she told me, she mentioned, I think I would want one of those to remember New York, and I remembered. So I went ahead and bought her this map, so she'll be able to hang it on her wall or put it in her house and remember her time in New York City. Okay, so this last gift that I have is also in a brown paper bag. What a surprise. And there's 2 parts to it. So, the first is this. Paper label on it's really nice. It makes a nice sound. And this is Dr. Softskin's shaving cream. And it's an all-organic shaving cream. And it just has a really nice kind of neutral smell. Kind of an old-timey kind of barbershop smell. I don't know how to describe it. It's very light, not a very strong scent. And it's an all-organic shaving cream. is, this is kind of funny. This came with the shaving cream. It's Aftershave, but it comes in a flask, which I thought was kind of funny. And on the back it even says, external use only, do not drink. It says cooling all natural splash for aftershave or anytime. And all the packaging on both of these has this kind of vintagey looking labels. And this one's a very cool kind of a menthol scent. But I just thought it was kind of funny that it came with the flask, you know. It's very kind of creative and fun, sort of a different take on things, and I thought that you would appreciate it. And when you're done, you have a flask, although I don't know if you'd want to drink out of this. It probably tastes kind of soapy. I don't know. Anyway, these two are what I got my dad. And I don't know. I think this is common with fathers, that they're very difficult to shop for. And I know mine certainly is, because he when he wants something, he just buys it himself, and even around Christmas, so he doesn't leave a lot of room for things. One thing about my dad is that he gets a lot of his hygiene products from hotels and stuff, because he travels, so he just collects those little so he has like 1 million of those hotel shampoos and things. So I thought it would be nice to get him some nicer hygiene stuff than he would probably normally buy. So a nice little shaving kit here. So that is that. All right. So that is it for my little video today. I hope you enjoyed it. Just a couple little fun things. I always think Christmas should just be a time to spend time with your family, and if you can get each other some small nice things, that's good, but we don't go overboard on presents usually, especially not now that that my sister and I are both older and out of the house. It's more just a time for us all to come together wherever we are in the world. So I will be going home in 2 days, but I'm bringing my camera and stuff, so I should continue to make videos. So the next couple weeks of videos will be filmed from a different location, but I'll be back at the end of December before New Year's and continue on. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Please subscribe. I upload twice a week, about no particular days, just whenever I have the time to throw one of these together. Usually one around the weekend and then one during the week. So yeah, and please let me know what you think, and I hope you're all doing very well. Again, taking care of your health. I'm just recovering over being a little bit sick. It's a hard time of year. Christmas is kind of a warm and fuzzy little moment in the middle of an otherwise bleak season. So I hope you all have a good one, and I will see you very soon.